that the motion may go a bit faster. I know I can call on the Master. I get weary, but the Father steers me back into the right direction. On my journey, I've come across many intersections. Though the enemy throws many darts and distractions, I know who I can go to for help. I'm here to say that you can't make it by yourself. Some said that I would never achieve and I would be nothing, but all I could do was love them. I had to pray for those who persecuted me. See, the serpent would try and invade what God has made perfect and ordained. And some put their mouth on me without even knowing me. But God reminded me that He made me in His image. He says that all things belong to Him and He'll get the vengeance. Suffering through Christ, I know I'm being perfected. On a daily basis, I'm disrespected. Though life sometimes seems hectic, I can call on the heavenly host to stand post and rebuke the enemy. But what scares the enemy is the name of the Holy One who's been resurrected. All my strength is in the Lord, and I'll be as bold as a lion, but Satan will bow down when he hears me roar.
I need a nigga. I need a nigga to build this house. I need a nigga to pick the crops in this land. I need a nigga to pick the cotton field, even if they understand that I am the man. I need a nigga. You know, I need a nigga that's gonna tell me that he gonna pay my bills. I need a nigga that's gonna tell me that he gonna love me no matter how it feels. You know, see, I need a nigga who understands when I say jump, you jump. I need a nigga that understands when I say have my money, you better have it, you little chump. I need a nigga to understand that I am the slave master and you are only gonna listen to what I have to say, and that it don't matter who you love, we gonna sell your ass anyway. I need a nigga that's gonna tell me what it's like, even if he wanna have me for the night. You know? I need a nigga that's gonna tell me what it's like, even if he wanna be my wife. You know? See, I need a nigga that's gonna understand that you gonna work hard until your hands bleed and your knees is on your feet and your knees, and you don't even understand what it's like to even understand the words of a wise man when he preach. You know, it's just so different that I'm gonna just end this poem real quick because I just freestyled all of this off the top of my head. Are just working in the fields. Am I working in my field or just working in the fields? Y'all know what I mean? Yes. Sometimes I wonder if I traded minimum wage for the slave trade and Sally Mae may be my new master. I'm a new slave with her new masters. With my ass master with 6.5% interest with no interest in me.
Talk to him!
Right when I thought I was where I wanted to be, I realized I traded my freedom to be part of the American dream, and now I'm the water girl with her degree.
Come on,
the enemy educated me and charged me for it. The enemy educated me and charged me for it, and I went for it because what else was I to do? Baby needed a new pair of shoes, and Jesus wasn't working it out. He was waiting for me to, so here I am. I traded my shackles for an Apple computer. And it's no shocker that my chakras have been tainted with shucking and jiving for shackles. If there's levels to this, I'm in the mail room. An intern for a flaccid firm, formed by the funds my ancestors earned. And I still feel the burn of those sugar cane lashes like ashes being placed in a broken urn.
Come on,
it seeps through over time, corroding my lining with every line. My bloodline, Dominicano, stained with chopping and sharecropping. Our stock market shares put us in our place, but them stock market shares kept us in our place, complacent. I'm real ancient with they tactics, chiropractic when breaking the backs of the cactus, separating us from our seeds. Because if you work 9 to 5, who gives your children what they need? Let's go, let's go. Who is tearing out the weeds and gathering the wheat? Who is leading them into the bread so the nation can be fed? The soil in the garden is hardened, in need of an irrigation. It's a simple assimilation. Make them too busy for community. Kill unity with competition. Comrades become opposition when vying for the same positions. Crabs in the barrel and peril doing anything to win. So we prolong each other's suffering like Eli did with that cotton gin. Y'all know that made slavery longer when he made that shit, right? We picking promissory notes, made of promises and broken honesties. Ominous of the conglomerates blatant diss to the goddesses and the gods who work this land with callous hands in conditions unsuitable, and I relive that same injustice, a new slave in a cubicle. It's a reoccurring thing, y'all. It's a reoccurring thing. They be Pharaoh, we lay brick. It's a pyramid scheme. They make off like Bernie Madoff while the aid office chains us to link.
Come on. Girl, you gotta say it.
Like Bernie Madoff while the aid office chains us to link. You think you're emancipated, but what Lincoln really did that day was sign a proclamation to make everybody worse for slaves.
I could write a lecture on her nectar, inspect her texture before I bite. She's oh so ripe and ready for plucking.
Yes, sir.
See, although the pickings are slim, I swear her and I, we make a perfect pair. Yeah, others stop and stare distastefully, but for her I'm savoring. Them sour grapes just mad they artificial flavoring. Laboring to plant seeds of sorrow, but they shall have no harvest. No spike punches, no grapes of wrath, just brunches with passion fruit. And for that day, I can't wait to escape. We can elope, create our own Eden, making possible odds even if only for an evening. She's worth it. Picture perfect as nature intended. Until the day I was allowed to apprehend it. Her caramel-covered apple bottom, I stuck my stick in, now it's covered in nuts. Sweet and sticky affy tackles, we grapple over beds of grass, trying to outlast the other, and I'm covered in her essence. She's a blessing. Even when life deals us lemons, I'm feeling peachy. I'm feeling peachy. Not hard for her to reach me. No blackberries needed. Mouth greeted by deep cut melons, perky cherries surrounded by pineapple slices. No shyness, just a lustful custard of bliss. So what most honeys want, my honey do. Come on.
Nice.
Y'all got some fruit. It was fruit. Be fruitful and multiply.
And more than likely, this nigga will shank you. In his heart, he gotta live the life of a true gangster. What you wanna be? A gangster or a gentleman? Which one will it be? A gangster or a gentleman? Because the gangster swear he thinking he hard, but then the gentleman is actually performing his job. What you wanna be? A gangster or a gentleman? Which one will it be? A gangster or a gentleman? Because the gangster swear he thinking he hard, but then the gentleman is actually performing his job. A gentleman like myself, we work a 9 to 5, making 20 an hour. We work hard to provide, and some of us brothers are highly college educated. A gentleman like myself should be celebrated.
Yes.
He does the right thing, exercises his authority over his kids, and they are his top priority. Pays all his bills, rent is paid in advance. He's not a criminal, so he don't need a second chance. He treats all women with respect, honor, and dignity. This is a black man who's familiar with this history. He has a future in which he starts a family, speaks in a tone that requires no profanity. This man is proud of everything he has done. He overcame the projects, no more living in the slums. Being a man requires some tough discipline. That is the difference between the gangster and the gentleman.
Father. First of all, I made a vow to your mom to love her unconditionally. I love her son as my own. I know it's not perfect at doing this parenting thing after being alone for so long. Now I'm in the picture, or should I say the picture, pouring out to this family with flavor with some Kool-Aid. I owe my debt to God to be the covering in His covenant. Now it's time to get the bill paid. Now it's time to implement my authority where you're not accustomed to being on the rules. Now we're in civil war, feeling like I'm caught up in a web like Tony Stark yelling on the rules. I apologize for losing my temper when you caused me to be enraged. I understand. Just because I use profanity, it doesn't mean I'm not saved. Don't be looking at your phone when I'm talking to you. I expect some more honor. I know it's hard to comprehend when I'm saying to you when you're always high off codeine and marijuana. And no more of those little skanks coming around this house, because if you don't get your act together, it won't go well. This is my house. You don't pay one bill around here. You don't like it? Oh well. You better go to the motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. If you keep on messing up, you'll live with your friends.
I'm more concerned with my penmanship than the fact I was in the 3rd grade dropping gems like bad memberships. Come on, I call it. I said I had teachers more concerned with my penmanship than the fact that I was in the 3rd grade dropping gems like bad memberships. Now I'm just scratching the surface, just reaching the border. Lyrically, I'm an immigrant, fresh out of that water, ready to dry off, I'm ready to blast off. The bones feeling strong, so I'm taking the cast off, and they done let me in, the Chicago in. All the ink I bled out, my blue pen started, my own label setting, my own trends. I don't zane with lean, but I do sit here.
Hey.
Let's go, Tiger. You see, I took a couple steps back, but wouldn't call it a hiatus. Main reason I was working on my business plan. You see, I've been had bars, I added a couple plates, and I don't need a spot. Imagine business, man. Got the defense better and the shoulder roll tight, so if a lane bunch of line, a shot he'll never land. I'm coming to the ring with bears, lions, and tigers, feeling like Adrian Broner. They call me the can man. Any man can get it. Serving up like a chef. Stains on my apron, hat leaning to the left. I've been cooking, they been eating, got my stove overheating, and his finger looking good. G-Pan, Uncle Remus.
Fraction to my life story for the glory of my Creator, that began to decrease the mean, the denominator of my godly fraction, in an effort to become whole. See, God declared this is my season, is the reason I'm lyrically swollen. In Jesus' name, I came to reclaim what the devil stole by twisting verse like a verbal contortionist. Can lead you to the altar of your insides by simultaneously reciting light and inserting life like a reverse abortionist. And since faith comes from hearing, I'll be filling this room from floor to ceiling with seeds of healing, all while increasing my portion in this realm of spoken word. Thanks to my God in whom I trust, since the womb I've been lyrically kicking up dust like a Portland trailblazer. And truthfully, I glide like Clyde when I stick to the course my spiritual guide provides like I'm coasting. Come on. The only explanation is I'm ghosting. Now I'm lifting my glass like I'm toasting to God for seating me at the head of the class in exchange for putting his name on blast and all the composers I confide in. That's why I rhyme like I'm chosen. Now my name no worldwide without me boasting or bragging. Spit fire like I was born half a dragon, cause on the rock I'm standing.
Personal shit. Yes! And it's the kind that will get you lit, cause you ain't with throwing down on my clips. I'm turning down brothers left and right, and I'm trying to keep this pussy tight. In case one night you might want to lick and bite. See, I'm reciting these letters because I'm a go-getter, and I promise you, if you get the pussy wetter, the dick will slip and slide in. Come
on, man. Come on.
Oh my VSOP, I'm having thoughts of weed, and what another motherfucker would gladly pay me, I'm giving your ass for free. It's your lady I want to be, so I drop down on my knees and I suck your dick endlessly, as if it's the last one that I'll see. Now, brother, you hard as a bone if my mouth takes short strokes ending long. In ecstasy, you moan. But I refuse to ignore those balls, cause they ain't did a goddamn thing wrong.
With Febreze.
Come on, Kate!
Post all of my negativity on Facebook, Instagram, several baby daddies, all to be seen with a little relevance. Maybe I shouldn't be so stingy with my son's fruit snacks. Maybe I should just make a living having babies, hustling school checks that earn income credit tax to help him get on, or maybe I should just sell my Quest and link to Qasim that new iPhone. Then maybe I can get a man too.
Right.
Maybe it's just me. Or maybe I should just lie and pop pills, cut my locks, work out the trap music, and obsess over the color of the bottom of my heels. Or maybe I should just wave my accolades and parades, stampeding his ego. Oh, I know. I should belittle him every opportunity that I can get so I can make myself feel better. Or maybe I should just wrangle up these mind missing misses because these are the bitches fucking it up for real women.
Personal shit.
Yes!
And it's time that will get you lit because you ain't with throwing down on my clips. I'm turning down brothers left and right, and I'm trying to keep this pussy tight. In case one night you might want to lick and bite. See, I'm reciting these letters because I'm a go-getter, and I promise you, if you get the pussy wetter, the dick will slip and slide in.
Come on now, come on.
Oh my VSOP, I'm having thoughts of weed, and what another motherfucker would gladly pay me, I'm giving your ass for free. It's your lady I want to be, so I drop down on my knees and I suck your dick endlessly, as if it's the last one that I'll see. I'd rather you hard as a bone if my mouth takes short strokes ending long. In ecstasy, you moan. But I refuse to ignore those balls, cause they ain't did a goddamn thing wrong.
Spread my message from hood to hood. I don't need that poetry jam. So by the time I'm dead and going at the top of the list, some of the great things that hood did, let it be known my words changed the mind state of a few neighborhood kids. So I don't care if they'll never know me, ever quote me in a source. Cause the words come straight from my heart and I'm never phony cause the big homie is my source. He told me if I walk the righteous path, I might walk alone, it's gonna get lonely on the course. But when he holds me and controls me, I'll come through in the clutch like I'm Kobe in the fourth. So if y'all looking for a dude who got flow, cause you want a hot show, trust me, no other person's more qualified, better for it. Why? Cause my brain is like a reservoir, filled with nothing but slick fluid metaphors, just continue to flow on. And when I perform, I'm a storm, with no calm. When you want me to break it down to symbols, just pay attention to these two that's tattooed on my forearms. See, it's a lion and a mic. Why? Cause I'm a lion on the mic. Well, a lot of these cats just be lying on the mic. They catch a right hook, get their mic took, end up lying by the mic. Honestly, I feel like a lot of these cats be spitting for nothing. Come with a style they know was born old like Benjamin Button. I guess they expect to get younger and fresher all of a sudden. But that's not how it works. So watch me outwork most of these jerks. I'm sitting at the top as one of the blessed. I'm gonna relax with all the privileges and the perks. And often sit around and debate with myself. Pondering my status like what's the proper place for myself. I know that stating that I'm the greatest is overstating myself. But saying I'm not heading in that direction is underestimating myself. But I get told to pace myself, but I can't spit that slow. Especially when these cats come with these little knick-knack flows. Then they want to battle with me, knowing it's a mismatch though. But I'm known to X out those zeros like tic-tac-toe.
Let's go.
I know you heard before, can't tame a lion's roar. I know you heard before, you can't tame a lion's roar. I know you heard before, you can't tame a lion's roar. Since I'm a lion, I roar. What's happening, y'all?
Let's go. I got big dreams. You can say I'm quite big-headed. Future looking bright, last name Edison. This is the life I live. Spotlight for sunlight, keeping my soul full like soul food, giving me the energy I need where every word conducts harmonies are confident. Poetry be my love, progressively proceeding to perfect my peace, to bring peace through poetry. I never stop practicing my passion. I be trying to kill it. Every stage getting no obituary. Me being the cause of death, lyrically leaving ashes, cremate and creating some so high I heat the flow.
Let's go,
leaving
bro.
the stage crumbling, leaving them fumbling. I'm destructively productive in the best way I know. Poetically, to twine it to them mentally so I can see it visually on the big screens of their minds and help read the found with good poetry. Sounds right. I be God biting. I said I be God biting. Yeah. God gave me the gift to bless the mic, so I'ma body it. And don't forget, I kill beats. Catch me on CNN. Prolific kills 16s. That's cool. They call that life behind bars.
Come on. Let's go, bro. Come on. Kill it.
Any sentence I'm willing to take, any sentence willing to make, my heart complete, for my soul don't fleek. Just letting my mind run deep. I'm woke, don't sleep, you snack, I feed on energy. You know, the vitamin with the 12 and the B, better yet like them, like Visine. Now I got your eyes wide open. Let's get down to the specifics that may have you conflicted with who I am and how I killed it. Hello, I am prolific.
Positive is the attitude. Negative is not the mood. Positive is the attitude. Negative is not the mood. Stay encouraged. Let your smile remain. Even through your heartaches, even through your pain. Tie a knot and hang on tight. With the correct mindset, you'll be alright. We are in control of our own stress. We must remember that. Even with bad news, it's the way we react. Even when things don't go our way, we must not let this disrupt our day. If we keep our head up in all situations, we give our outcome a better foundation.
Yes.
We must change our way of thinking, even when it's rain. We can't create sunshine and never complain.
Come on, word.
Positive is the attitude. Negative is not the mood. Positive is the attitude. Negative is not the mood. Even in darkness, eventually there will be light. Because we've been indoors only for one night. Everything starts with our thought process. Because if we think positive thoughts, we lay negatives to rest. If today is awesome, then tomorrow will be great. This should be our way of thinking each and every day. Change your mindset, change your life. Think positive thoughts, everything will be all right. Change your thinking and accumulate like-minded friends and watch your outcomes of issues become better at the end. Positive is the attitude. Negative is not the mood. Positive is the attitude. Negative is not the mood.
From his constant attacks, he builds her up only to bash her self-esteem down, to keep her there in his pit that surrounds her every emotion, feeling, touch, and being. He operates violently to the highest extreme. Saying no is not an option, only yes, yes, I'll do whatever you say. She cries rivers on the inside as she gives in desperately. He replenishes his strength off of her tears. The brutal hate in his eyes as he spies her demise. One push, two slaps, and down she goes. Underneath his feet, he tramples her integrity. Underneath his feet, he tramples her character. Underneath his feet, he tramples her courage. Smiling in anger, no loved ones around to witness the danger. No longer a stranger to domestic abuse. It becomes her familiar reality, often ending in fatality. She becomes a victim.
Now I know some of y'all just wonder why I just stepped from next side to over here. I was stepping out of Kevin Boone.
That's right.
That's who I am. I'm stepping over into the messengers. That's who you need right now.
Yes.
Father God, you said in Mark 11:23 that if I have the faith of a mustard seed, I can move a mountain. As long as I don't doubt it. So I shouted, Lord, endow this vessel so I can flow like a fountain.
Come on.
With no end. Keep my faith strong so this flesh don't bend. To try to confuse me. That's why I'm constantly asking you, Lord, use me. I want to be used so much that the evidence of this flesh is unseen. Because I've been washed in the blood of Christ so many times, y'all. I'm clean.
Wow.
Let's go, brother.
I said I've been washed in the blood so many times, y'all. I'm clean. A young punk who grew up in the streets of Cabrini Green without an earthly father in a home, in a neighborhood where there was constantly drama. But even though my daddy wasn't present, it was you, God, that gave me a strong black woman toy I call Mama. See, I didn't let that faze me because she gave me an option that'll be you, God, or Satan to take the place of my daddy to raise me.
Come on, boy.
I'm glad I took advice, laid down my life, and picked up the life of my personal Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yes. Come on now.
Since that time, God, you have renewed my mind. Instead of preaching gossip to the choir, I stick these Holy Ghost filled rhymes with fire, devouring any negativity that crosses my path brought by a liar. I'm like the Energizer Bunny.
Yes.
I never get tired.
How many men Xbox was written across her service?
Come on.
And she thought it was natural to live like this. Never knew what it would be like to really be kissed. See, ain't no kissing and meaningless sex. No love and incest, some cousins they more or less. And with nowhere to escape when she was little, she was raped. And by the time she was 10, she had lost her virginity in every way possible. So many different definitions she refused to get lost in. See, her hymen was broken by a rapist that claimed to be a friend of her family. She gave it to the boy next door because he called her pretty. She left the girl down the street kissing for experimentation. She didn't even like sex, just the moments of appreciation. But see, shorty, she wasn't stupid. She gave a speech at graduation. See, that she graduated salutatorian, went to high school, and majored in worrying. She caught a few curable STDs. There was this grown man who raped her constantly. See, he beat her down, then make her smile with his money. She was lost. And she had paid the ultimate cost. See, her soul she had given to a policeman with a big truck that sold drugs for a living. In this life, she couldn't beat him. It felt as though she was defeated. And with no will to persist with a rusty razor, she went for her wrist. A year later, she tried to cure her pain with a bottle of aspirin. She didn't die, but the doctor discovered an allergic reaction, and that's when her parents stepped in, searched to find somebody for her to talk to, but there really wasn't much that a counselor could do. See, it wasn't until she had a conversation with this banker named Denise that all of this self-hate and self-mutilation would cease. See, Denise told her about Jesus and riches untold. Showed her the inner beauty that she would always hold. Gave her a pen and a pad and told her to go. Save souls.
Come on, girl.
Now, in the truest spirit of testimony, I gotta give it to y'all the way that it should be. See, I have been used by so many people, I thought that was my purpose, and I have been played by so many men. Xbox was written across my surface, but like Xbox, I did a 360. Turn on like God. It's like I blinked and God had changed my whole life, and through God I was transformed from a whore to a housewife.
Play checkers. If proper preparation prevents poor performance, I guess with every play I got even better. Ruthless. I mean, I was completely lost. I didn't need you to find me. I wasn't hiding anything. So much so that people that knew me were saying, dang girl, you's a hoe. And I'm like, so your point? What's it to you? Why don't you do me what I do me and work out these daddy issues? Bye now. Let me sit with my insecurities. So can think about how the first man I knew abused me. Give me a second to make my point. When hoe was life, I was just righteous. To be honest, it felt good until I faced divine correction. Nick from New York raped me. Even though I would have gladly gave it to him. Why? Because hoe was life. But yep, total violation. I sat in a fetal position.
Here, 2 bullets big as balloons. You can take these 2 to the front. I do what I want. Rims on y'all cars. Money in your videos, but can't pay child support. All y'all do is just stunt. Hood took me to the side like, hey, I need that same energy that you had at the last day Eves. Do you remember? I said, yeah. Tiger Lee and Wyclef metaphors. I don't have no chill and be gone to November. I might just do in reverse. Marry me a Mandy Moore and there'll be a walk to remember. My mind be straight boggled.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And Dark Time, that's Johnny Nash with night goggles. Y'all come around disloyal fans. They be quick to switch. You gon' keep getting these bars. That's back-to-back text messages, boy. You can't mess with this. Bars going over their head. Bars have your head turning all around. That's an exorcist. I know lyrics well. Fire in my area, that's Satan in hell. Underground arts and SIUC fed me a proper nutrition. Fed me similes, adjectives, and verbs. Mental knowledge was the mission. Came with a lot of ammo in my pen, prepared for war. Steak and drink will be lit. Never drank alcohol, but I did get drunk on metaphors. I wrote this because bars what we need. The stuff we was getting before, cheap person at the gas pump, give me 5 on 3. I got a boss man this hood. Come on, Q. I said I got a boss man this hood raised, and he never go to sleep. All of my family cursed with words and kings and queens of their castles, and all of them some beasts. People trapped in a burning building, all of y'all get this heat. Gun bars all in their flows. They say they got an extended chopper. Even if I take a loss, I always rebound. That's Dennis Rodman. Bars going over their head. That's airplanes and helicopters. You lyricists can all get food. Rap comedian on stage, y'all all can get booed.
Ain't never been basic. Couldn't see me with a telescope mixed with bifocals and the greatest of LASIK. I was walking crooked, then God set me straighter than braces.
What?
That's why I ain't complacent with this matrix, cause it play tricks with my patience. So I've been dedicated, no hesitation or vacations I ain't taking, cause I can't stop until I make it. And to me, that's one of my greatest statements, but it still forms that question like, nigga, what if you really make it? But see, only God knows what's in store for me, like a prophet wrote my grocery list.
Come on, let's go, Kels.
Come through, bro.
Nice.
Only God knows what's in store for me, like a prophet wrote my grocery list.
All right.
I walk with angels, so it's only a few souls that could get close to this explosiveness. Since the day I was born, I knew I was supposed to spit. I be feeling like I'm butt naked in the igloo taking a number 2, cause I got some cold shit.
Come on, Kels. Get in there.
I said I be feeling like I'm butt naked in the igloo taking a number 2, cause I got some of the coldest shit. Or like 1,000 hits of heroin in one vein, cause ain't nobody dope as this. I had a personal conversation with God when I wrote this, and when I let my thoughts drag on, I spit fire. So bars go over their heads like clipper liners. If it was left up to me, I would write till my wrist was tired. That's why I can guarantee you this heat lasts a long time like a big lighter. I leave germs, I'm a sick writer. I'm sitting on the moon with my notepad plotting on how to get higher. That's probably why my mind take off like airplanes on the runway. I got stronger when I cut off my weekends like a Monday. I shine bright like the sun ray. I got females trying to get information from me like Beyonce, but I'm committed to my purpose like a Beyonce.
I see what you did there.
Gorgeous woman, and you are beautiful inside and out. Thank you. So when I say beautiful, outside physical attractions ain't what I'm talking about. Your smile lights up outdoors, so it's no wonder when you are twinkling under the night sky that God tells the sun, I'm taking you out. You ain't no ordinary cutie. My eyes be starstruck at your universal beauty. Though I'm attracted to you physically, your worth is far more than the physical. You are a miracle. I admire you wholeheartedly, and I think that your weaknesses are beautiful strengths waiting to be released. You see, I know that you are a rose, blue from concrete. You are beautifully and wonderfully made, and God turned beauty from ashes, no matter the makeup or lashes. With it or without it, God saw fit to die for you. He took lashes. Men taking advantage of the father's daughters, we shouldn't imagine. You are to be adored. A gift from your dad and your mama. Death to the body of us men if we ever choose to dishonor, because you are a trophy in God's eyes. The most important asset isn't between your thighs. Your outside gorgeousness is second to what's inside. You are a queen, one of a kind. The Lord had you hid and sealed because he knew you was a diamond. If it was no existence of you, he knew it was perfect timing. If there was no existence of you, this world would be torn. Even if it was possible for God to take him to himself, a real man would seek the Lord 40 days and 40 nights to take you off of his shelf, because you are a queen in his eyes. A queen in my rhymes. You being anything less than amazing is all lies. You must have been dipped in the waters of wonderful and came out baptized. You're more than amazing. You're more than amazing. This here is true. I've now seen the definition of beauty when I laid eyes on you.
Let's go.
Head and the body would fall. I said cut off the head and the body would fall. Let this be a lesson to all y'all. And I'm a part of some of these Chicago artists who boast to the world on how their lyrics be so cold. And some of them will get right on stage and talk about how God saved their soul, but won't get out here and go to none of these schools or get out here and go to none of these streets to even try to save just one soul. And the church, if you really dare to help save lives, then let me make a proposal. If the church you attend ain't involved in community affairs to help save lives, then damn it, stop paying your tithes. And as for the Black Lives Matter movement, you didn't think I was going to let you off the hook, did you?
Come on, right.
I believe that Black Lives Matter, but when are Black lives going to matter to Black people?
Go ahead.
March in the hood like you do downtown. Shut down some of these gas stations and liquor stores that have become breeding grounds for our babies to get shot down like you do those businesses on Black Friday downtown Chicago.
Talk to him.
Come on.
Home of the world champion Cubs. The Bad News Bears. Michael Jordan and the Chicago bullshit. See, I don't think you understand. What's going down in Chicago has always been about land. And I recognize the hustle. But did you ever notice that as soon as they tore the projects down, the crime rate in Chicago doubled? Displace these gangs to go live where those gangs live. Let them kill one another. So what if an innocent baby gets killed? We'll go to the funeral, send flowers to the mother. In the meantime, let the land on the south side and the west side become devalued. And I ain't no scholar, but in our community right now, they selling vacant land for just
$1.
$1. And like the land that the projects used to stand on, they gonna build retail spaces and condos. And while you're addicted to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and your babies are addicted to nachos and cheese, little baby Chucky say cheese. So what if you're a boy, shake your booty for the camera? Say cheese. Chicago. Almost 800 murders last year. And we all have a responsibility to come out of the nightclub and get in these streets. Come out of the open mic set and get your ass in these streets.
Preach, boy.
Get off of your social media soapbox.
Come on.
And get your ass in these streets.
Yes.
See, we all like to talk the talk, and we love for our voices to be heard. But when are you going to realize that it's your actions that speaks louder
Than words.
than your words? Y'all have them sing it.
Where I'm from, Chicago, Chicago, Chicago.
Thank y'all so much. I just want to say a couple of things before I leave. Today is the 9th anniversary of my son's death. Passed away September the 3rd, 2008. So this whole weekend has been an emotional roller coaster of emotions. Doing a wedding on Friday and being at the cemetery with a balloon release on Saturday. And then the National Spoken Word Awards on Saturday night, which was more than I
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
You know, when you talk about doing something for artists and our own people, and when I say our own people, I'm talking about the spoken word community, which makes up different nationalities, shades, and colors, and all that. We can't wait on Superman. We can't wait on Russell Simmons. We gotta wait on Russell Simmons mentality. I'm gonna wait till somebody white come into my community and do something and be all excited about it when we got somebody that look like us, somebody that you've been watching for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, come up and say, well, look, ain't nobody doing it. I'm gonna step out there and do it. It's just about support. Even if you don't like it, even if you ain't down with it, it's just the fact that this is something being done for us, by us. That's more important than whether we like anybody, where it's being held at, who's throwing it or anything like that, because I tell you something, if we don't do it,
nobody will.
Ain't nobody gonna do it.
Yes, speak.
So I love you, I appreciate you, Hood and Team at Ease.
Salute.
My poet family in the house.
Poet.
God bless y'all, thank y'all.
I just want to bring hope in my lyrics to the one who be thinking they gone too far, who think life is hopeless. They want to ghost it because they don't feel there's no hope for tomorrow. I speak life to those who lost their hope in God and speak about disappointments and how I hated God. You see, He loved me while I was a sinner. Sheep in distress devoured by wolves. Jesus, as a result, became my helping rod. His love, I didn't deserve it. Everything that happened to me, I felt like I deserved it. Suicidal at one point or another, felt like my life was worthless. You see, my biological dad taught me about Allah. My grandma taught me about Jehovah. My foster mom taught me about Jesus. When I was younger, I felt like religion was pointless. Sexually abused by a woman when I was 9. She took every child bone from me. Felt like I was so jointless. Anger kindled inside from my sisters because I felt like the women in my family didn't get me. Felt like I was surrounded by Judases telling them whatever you do, do it swiftly. Grew up thinking that all I was worth was giving girls orgasms and a chest to lay on. Meanwhile, Satan tooted my horn about the women I played on. Death and destruction laid on this path that I was dead on. It seemed that me and Satan was on opposite ends of the train, and we were about to collide. Yeah. You ain't worth much. No purpose in you. His lies, my mind stayed on. Had me thinking that my optical lenses needed visions of nasty porn. Found out that Elia Qasim was the name you had to hit out on. Didn't have no purpose for living, so in sin I carried on. Saddened by my daily realities, my heart was a suitcase that carried more. Until I was confronted with that gospel, I guess you could say me and Jesus, man, head on. See, God presented with two options. He said death or life. Between these two, I was so torn. Wish I could tell you that I chose the latter. But you see me in sin, been acquainted since I was born. Wanted to give up sexual fornication so many times. I said I wanted to give up sexual fornication so many times because I knew it was killing me. But let me ask y'all something. How do you put down something? How do you put down something that you actually consider your identity? Do I want to put myself out here like this tonight? Nah. I just hope I'm speaking to somebody in the audience that's feeling me. Maybe they can look at my life and see God and realize that our purpose in life is to seek God. You see, I know a lot of people, mainly Christians, who say they living with Jesus. You know, the life inside, and even though they got life inside, it's inevitable that sometimes death will rise. Suicidal thoughts can hide. And your frustration, loss of loved ones that died, listen, you can still have life but still feel death inside. My people, God sent me here to tell you that He feels your pain. And even though you're going through hell, if you live it right and die, heaven is your gain. This talent of words of mine is not mine, no matter how incredible. My job is not for me to stand up here and tell you how I'm unforgettable. My words for those whose heart is dark and greened in, who want lyrics with substance to put their heart back to doctor again. I hope I said something tonight to help you to start living again, my people. No matter what life throws at you, God gave Jesus 3 nails just so He could walk with you. My brothers, my sisters, you have a purpose. I want you to live life on purpose.
Yeah. The status quo so hard it'll have you and the girl you calling boo straight just going, ooh. And I'm pigmentally challenged. But I'm willing to point out the fact that that means I can glow brighter. No, seriously, shine a spotlight on me and I'll glow brighter. Then I'll let you examine every fault and flaw. So y'all are just helping me.
Let's go.
See, I'm a fix-it thing remixed into a piece. I'm piecing the puzzling paradigms into poetic paradises.
Come on,
This flow is how I fade away. And I literally fought battles on microphones to find the zones. You're gonna have to wage war, cause you're looking daft, you better duck. When I write hooks, get it? No, right hooks. Can't take it, I won't let me. So tell me I can't. Tell me I won't come up to the scene and make a multi-statewide statement. See, I'm out here grinding so hard, I'm making whetstones jealous.
Oh boy, if they do or don't mind me saying we matter, I ain't excluding them.
Neil. I'm just including me.
Yes.
Still trying to heal my mind from Willis lynching like sister, you can't, if you can't Jemima, you can't dance. Brother, you can't even shuck, jive, or dance if you can't be the peanut butter in that jiffy. And why every time I see a false image of Christ, he look like the softest of hippies I never knew.
Damn! Rewind!
Come on, why every time I see a false image of Christ, you got me. Come on. Say, relative, I swear for Lord on everything I love, man. I be wrestling with my thoughts like I ain't letting go until you bless me.
Get it.
Cause living is believing that the cross covers my sin and not my skin is a thug if I do it. Good old boy, if they do or don't mind me saying we matter, I ain't excluding them. I'm just including me. Still trying to heal my mind from Willis lynching like sister, if you don't Jemima, you can't advance. Brother, you can't even much play the token if you don't shuck, jive, or dance, but now you can be the muscle in they movie. Just not the peanut butter in they jiffy.
There you go.
Why every time I see a false image of Christ, he look like the softest of hippies I never knew they was putting relaxers in lamb's wool back then.
Belting it out in a coward's tone and getting away with atrocities because my king is alone. Hovering above in my dream bubble, I scream and beat the bubble until my hands bleed, but I cannot help. He cannot hear, and I am paralyzed with fear. Because you see, the man that I adore is tantalizingly tall. The man that I adore is decadently dark. The man that I adore is driving while black. Someone please tell me, how can this be? How can they treat my king this way because of a discrepancy? My master protector has had his body broken. Cuts, scrapes, bruises, breaks, his tokens, and this being has visited my heartthrob much too often, and I'm beginning to believe that the goal is to send my soulmate to his coffin. Hovering above, I scream and beat the bubble until I bleed.